Oftentimes, most people are setting themselves up for really poor sleep because you're looking at a computer monitor. That computer monitor has blue light in it. That blue light is going to be triggering parts of the brain that prevent your body from releasing melatonin, and it's going to stimulate cortisol and other things that make your body think like the sun's coming up and it's daytime. If you're on the phone, you've not just got the blue light, you've got the stimulation of looking at a screen, you've got the stimulation of scrolling on social media, you've got all these things that are stimulating you, and as a result, you're up-regulating the autonomic nervous system. You're up-regulating the adrenal system. You're up-regulating all the systems that fire up in order to do things. And then you're going to bed. And then you're sitting there going, fuck, man, why can't I sleep? And it's like, well, dude, you just literally did everything you possibly could to wake yourself up prior. If you don't have a good sleep routine, you are fucking undermining everything. Absolutely everything. And that's why, for me, my sleep routine is probably the routine outside of this that I protect more than anything else. And so my sleep routine, because I have trouble sleeping. Like this morning I woke up at 2:55. Yesterday I woke up at 1:15. The day before that I was 1:25. And sometimes I wake up with my heart going ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I have to set myself up for success because I know if I don't sleep, then it's going to be fucking game over for me. And so I have an evening routine from about 6:30, sometimes earlier. I'm wearing blue blockers. They're blue blockers. Okay, they allow melatonin to be produced naturally and stop being stimulated by light sources. At about 6:30, I'm off a device. I have my device out of the room. I'm taking 6 milligrams of melatonin. I'm taking about 300 milligrams of L-theanine. I'm taking about 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of magnesium. The melatonin increase my melatonin in order for me to start relaxing and coming down. The magnesium brings me down, relaxes me. The L-theanine balances out my brain waves to allow me to come down and relax. And then when I get into bed, normally if I'm sharing a bed, I have earplugs and an eye mask. And I don't care how it looks because I know if I don't have earplugs and an eye mask, it's going to be a tired day the next day. And this is another thing that I do that might sound a bit strange. I have the most comfortable fucking bed in the world. And people might go, oh, you're just spoiling yourself. No, I'm hypersensitive. And so for me, and I think every human being on the planet should do this, I make my bed a fucking sanctuary. I make my bed so fucking comfortable. I make it like a nest. It's like a womb. It's like the most nurturing place on the planet for me. And so that in itself is a self-care routine where I make sure I've got super soft sheets, super soft pillows. You know, my fucking chiro hates it, but my fucking sleep patterns love it. So when you combine all those things, I do as much as I possibly can to set myself up to support myself to sleep well. And then I wake up at fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock every single morning. To me, you know, that is the most critical because if you don't have good sleep, you're going to be highly susceptible to triggered emotions. You're going to be highly susceptible to triggering stress. And that's the one thing that we can all do, ideally, if we know ourselves and we get to know our sleep patterns, if we get to know how to set up our environments. Because you've got to understand, sleep is one thing, but how do we set ourselves up for sleep success? This is fundamentally the routine that will determine your lifespan. Your quality of sleep has mortality implications, it has disease implications like no other routine on the planet. Now, I'm sure people are going to have some stories, oh, I've got fucking kids, oh, I've got this or that. Yeah, look, we've all got stuff that's going on, but there are things that you can do to improve it. And if you say that you can't, then you're fucking lying to yourself and everyone around you. And you need to start pulling your head out of your ass and looking at what can I do? What is within my control?